What's up guys, Saf Ashraf here. Today we are going to be reviewing the M1 Mac Mini. This is the 16GB of RAM and 512GB of SSD. So M1 has been amazing in both of the devices that I have been using. I've been using the MacBook Pro M1 and the Mac Mini. They have both been absolutely amazing. Efficiency, power, every single thing has been amazing. So, of course, this is a Mac Mini. It is a desktop PC. It will be sitting on your desk. We are going to be talking about mainly the performance and the design because there's not much else to talk about. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Let's talk about how this will look on your desk first. So, this is a Mac Mini, so it's going to be quite small. It's a square shape, with rounded corners. You know what I mean? You can see it right here. And it has the signature Apple logo. It is a nice silver color, and since it's quite small, it won't take up that much space on your desk. It looks really nice. If you are one of those types of people that love to have their minimal setup, then this will be amazing because it genuinely just doesn't take up any space. You can have a rack under your desk and put that there, so the Mac Mini isn't even you can't even see it, which will look so clean. I can already imagine people just going all out with buying a Mac Mini, a nice 4 or 5K monitor, and just putting it on the desk, and that setup will look clean. Talking about port selection, we have 2 USB-A ports, a headphone jack underneath that. We have HDMI, 2 Thunderbolt ports, we have Ethernet, and power. We also have quite a big grill at the bottom for the airflow. We already know that, so make sure wherever you put it, don't block that. Kind of disappointed Apple removed 2 USB-C ports once again, as they also did on the MacBook Pro. I don't know why they're doing this, probably something with their chip support or something, but yeah, maybe next time in the next Mac Mini update, I'd like to see more ports, because ports it's quite important. If you guys are wondering about the weight of this device, it's not that heavy. You can definitely take this around in your backpack if you need to for whatever reason, but I'm pretty sure you guys won't be doing that, so yeah, not that heavy. Alright, let's talk about the performance. Let's get to the numbers first. The Mac Mini using Geekbench 5, the single core performance is a nice 1741. And just for a bit of background, the nearest Intel chip to this same score is the Intel i9. That's really good. So if you guys do not understand what those numbers mean, let me just tell you about how I feel about my experience with the M1 Mac Mini as the daily machine. So my day probably consists about waking up, checking emails, social media, watching a bit of YouTube, also editing when I am making YouTube videos, thumbnails, and basically the YouTuber tech life. So yeah, this has been quite good in what I've been using it. So if we talk about daily everything you'd be doing on a daily basis, let's just say watching YouTube and social media. I mean, why buy such an expensive computer from Apple? But yeah, this will just breeze through that. It is so fast, especially with the SSD, which is in here by Apple, with an average of about 2000 megabyte read and write speed. So that's really fast. So opening up apps, starting up the machine, shutting down the machine will be that fast. It's actually insane. This is my first Apple desktop PC, apart from the MacBook Pro, but that's a notebook. So yeah, it's been just so fast. It's just underrated. Going into the more power hungry applications like Final Cut Pro and Photoshop, even though Photoshop is not officially compatible with it yet, we have to wait for them to update it for M1 Silicon. It's still been great with the Rosetta 2 that it has to run through. Final Cut Pro editing 4K 60 footage on here has also been a breeze. I've not heard the fan spin up to where it's noticeably loud once, so that's great. It will be quiet on your desk. Just make sure you have it clean, because if you have dust in your Mac Mini, then of course it will get loud. That's just not Apple's fault, is it? So there's no stuttering in 4K 60 editing either, no fan spin up, and performance wise, this machine is brilliant. So the price you are going to be paying for the baseline M1 Mac Mini is $699 here in the UK, which is an absolute bargain if you're looking for a new desktop PC, which will last you a comfortable 5 to 6 years, maybe even more than that, depending on how you take care of it. The speed will definitely be there. This is Apple's first generation M1, which is making me really excited for the new M1X, M2, whatever they call it. It's really exciting. So Design amazing, performance amazing. The only thing I have noticed though is that it has some Bluetooth connectivity issues, but that is a software related issue which can be fixed with an update, which I'm sure Apple will roll out soon. So that's been it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, because I do post a lot of updates there if you want to be more involved with the channel. Thank you guys for watching once again. It's been Saf Ashraf reviewing the M1 Mac Mini. Peace.